Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Tuesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey using the gorgeous Rose Oracle. I'm going to bring in the Chrysalis Tarot, which remember is all about change. The butterfly is in the chrysalis, or the caterpillar is in the chrysalis, it becomes a butterfly. Big message about transformation with this deck too. And we're going to bring in the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle because you are kindred spirits. They give me fear. Even if fear is in the way you know each other, you love each other, you are bonded. They give me lots of fear there. And what I am picking up on physically today is feeling of wooziness. So you may feel a bit sick. You may feel nauseous. You may feel a bit dizzy. You may feel you want to burp and you may think, am I going to be sick? Because this is about releasing things that need to go. It's about preparing your energy for something new. So I feel this kind of disorientation you may be picking up on is the changes ahead. And that's why I've been guided to this deck today. So let's connect then and see what's going on. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What's the message for you today? What do you need to be aware of today? And this is a very powerful deck, this one as well. What's the message around them today? What's the message coming through for them today? A few messages for them, wow. And what's the energy around the journey, straight out? Okay, so a few messages coming out. This is going to be an intense reading, so strap in for the ride, okay? What's the message around you, or what's the guidance for you today, or the energy? And what's the guidance or the message? That's one's coming out as well. What's the message or the guidance for them today? What's the message or the guidance for them? Look at that flying out. What's the message or the guidance for the journey today? Wow, I'm taking them, okay, because these have got animals on, as you can see, so there's a lot of power in these cards. What's the message for you today? What's the message coming through for you today? What's the angel guidance, or what does your soul need to be aware of? Flying out of the deck. So I'm taking them, and these cards too. So I do feel this is going to be an intense message, and we've been getting some really intense messages coming through lately because you're moving towards union, you're aligning for union. So obviously the angels are giving you all this information and guidance. So what's the information or guidance for them? What's the information or the guidance we need to know for them? And what's the message around the journey today? Wow, flying out, okay. Let's see what's going on then today. So lots of cards. This is going to be an interesting reading. As always, we start with you because you are the most important one. So we've got change. Now, this is the angel saying change is happening. So you may be asking that question again. Are they going to change? Now, the fact that you may be experiencing physical things today, like nausea, like dizziness, like burping, is a huge sign of change, as is if you're having neck pain. So if you're having any form of neck pain, if you've got stiff neck or, your neck's aching a little bit, maybe you slept funny, it's all a sign of change. You may also see 555. You may see chrysalises with caterpillars in. You may see, because obviously that's why I've been brought, to this Chrysalis Tarot, which is really interesting when you've got change. You may see butterflies. You may see dragonflies, or other symbols of change. Maybe just go out and see the word change, and it's showing you that things are changing. It says the universe has swept in and shaken life up in order to affect and bring in change. So there is change happening. Now, yesterday I shared a message for members, and it was really powerful. So if you are a member of the channel, make sure you watch that reading. And it said, what are they hoping for? What's your person hoping for? And they are hoping for change. And sometimes that change comes in as a big destructive tower moment. So they may not necessarily be hoping for a tower. You may not even be hoping for a tower, but you are hoping for change. And for change to come in, sometimes there has to be a big chaotic tower, a tower moment of destruction for something to be rebuilt. It says this can feel very chaotic and may have thrown you off balance. So again, feeling off balance. This is why I feel you may be feeling a bit sick and a bit dizzy today. And this says may. It says may have thrown you off. So this could also be something coming in May. So moving towards May, lots of change, lots of chaos, lots of upheaval. And it's all happening for the highest good. So take time to rest, to grieve, which also means to cry if you need to feel your emotions. to heal and to see things from a different perspective, because this is a blessing in disguise. So you're going through something right now that may feel chaotic to you, or it may be painful to you, it may upset you, but it's a blessing in disguise. Remember, it's all part of God's plan. So again, this could be the fact that you're not talking right now, or you're in separation, or maybe they've gone back into their karmic situation, or whatever it is. It's a blessing in disguise because it's bringing in required change. And this is all to do with divine intervention. So you may be seeing 15:15. It says divine intervention, God acts in ways we cannot rationally understand at times. So when we try and work it out with our minds, our logic, it doesn't make sense. Or we can't work it out. And it's because it's beyond our minds. God is working in our favor. When we feel we are waiting, God is working. So allow yourself to accept the not knowing, the uncertainty, the mystery of it, and focus on regeneration. Very powerful. So today the angels say, don't try and work it all out. Just focus on getting your energy right. Focus on resting yourself. Focus on regeneration yourself, because that will move things forward. And we've got Mother Rose, you're returning to each other. So this is all happening for reunion. So you can come back together. So you can move into union. Be in alignment for that relationship you want. It says, returning to each other, have compassion for their humanity. So have compassion right now for the human side of them that's learning and growing, for the side of them that's filled with ego, that they may be going through the stress, because you are bringing this into alignment. And the angels are helping you to do that. So you are going to come back together. You are returning to each other. That's the change. So the changes that are happening right now, even if you feel that they are bad changes, the good changes, it's a blessing in disguise, because you're being brought back together. Everything is happening right now for reunion. So you're returning to each other. And the Mother Rose is also about you being able to give back to you. The rose is also a symbol of an apology. So this could be a symbol of them returning to you with an apology. And about hope, especially if you're seeing yellow roses or yellow flowers. So this is about the return. And we've got the Holy Grail. This is the cup of love. It says, stop the endless searching in a quest. So you don't need to search for the answers. They're already within you. You don't need to search for love. You've already found it. You don't need to go on dates because you've already met the person you're seeking. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this reading. So you've already found the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is the love, the relationship, the power of this journey. And they know it too. So you've already found the person you're seeking. And you've got an eagle in the background there, which is a huge sign they are flying around, they're circling around, they're preparing to land. So they are returning to you. We've got the Great Mother, surrender to the mystery. It says, fall into her arms. So again, allow the universe to take you where you're going. Surrender, give this to God right now. Surrender. Give this to God. Have faith in the journey you're on. You don't need to have all the answers, you just need to trust. Remember, it's not a time for working, it's a time for regeneration. God is working. And lineage of the rose, you were loved by the goddess and you were moved by the goddess. You're here for this. It's your soul call. You're here to gather the information. So this is like God saying to you, I'm moving things into place for you. You are here to do this. You can handle this. You are created for this. Your soul was calling for this lesson and this growth before you were born. You're gathering everything you need right now. You're in preparation. You're in preparation for what's ahead. And you've got the 9 of stones, the 3 of spirals, and the 4 of scrolls here. So first of all, the 9 of stones is in reverse. So what I'm feeling with this is you're being prepared for the storm. The storm will come to an end. Whatever you've been going through, whatever the chaos is, it's building a solid foundation for you. So the storms are nearly behind you. The chaos, the upheaval, the changes, it's all happening to bring you together in a solid way. And they will pop out of the darkness. So if they've been hiding, they're coming out of the darkness. They're testing the water. They're checking you out on social media. They're wondering what you're doing. They're popping up again. And you may start seeing things again very powerfully. So you may see the name popping up everywhere. You may see someone in the street who looks like them or reminds you of them in some way. So I feel this is a huge message about signs showing you that they are almost there. And make sure you're getting that rest today. There it is again, the rest, rejuvenation. You may even be sleeping better now if you've been having restless nights or chaos in your mind affecting your sleep. So this is a huge sign of change that's coming in for the better. Now, the energy around them, we've got soul fire. There is a fire right now in their soul. And they give me that song, Rolling in the Deep by Adele. There's a fire rolling in my soul, or whatever it is. They feel that fire, you could have had it all. And they know that. They know they could have everything with you. And they are feeling bad because they feel they've missed this opportunity. Especially if they've been non-committed to you because they've already been in a commitment. So what I'm feeling is they want commitment with you. So whether they can't commit to you or they haven't been able to commit to you because of another commitment, they're going to deal with that. Or if they've been scared of commitments and that's why they haven't committed to you because they haven't wanted a commitment, they are going to commit to you. There is a soul fire in their soul. There's a fire in their soul guiding them. And this is a huge sign of change. It says this relationship, it stirs their soul fire. They can't fight that. They have a passion and a desire for you that they can't deny. It's unbreakable. It's undeniable. They can't fight that. And they don't want to. It's a catalyst of change and a catalyst of growth within the soul. It's your soul's evolution. So their soul is evolving. This change is happening whether they want it to or not. They've been hoping for it. They've been praying for it. And now here it is. And now they're like thinking, oh my God, there's a change. I've got to make a change. And they may be trying to run from that into a commitment they already have, or being single and saying, I can't do that. But they can because they want it. They can't fight it. There may be a lot of instability and creativity with the wow chemistry and the Kundalini energy. So again, this is about things being unstable, things changing, shifting. It's like the ground under their feet right now is shaking. It's like there's a volcano going on or an earthquake. And they're also having ideas about what to do in their mind, creative ideas, things they want to do. So there's a lot of change going on within them because of the chemistry between the two of you and the Kundalini energy, the heat, the fire between you. It says chemistry is not the same as compatibility. And it's important to ensure that there is a strong foundation to build on your fiery passion. And I feel what they're realising is, if they're already in a commitment, they may have compatibility with that person, but there's no fire and passion. And they may be a little bit afraid of following through on their heart to you because they may be afraid that, is the fire going to go? Is it going to burn out? Are you going to get on? So they're thinking all these things. It says, allow the fire to stir your heart and not burn you. So that's why they're also taking time if they need to release a commitment, if they need to release fears around being in a commitment. So I'm not going to read these two cards because that's the guidance I'm receiving. This is the card you need to know. Okay, that they are being shown that they want to commit to you. But if they are in a commitment, they know they need to release it. If they've got fears around commitment, then they're going to let go of those fears too. So very powerful energy, coming through. I was jumping to the journey there. So the energy around them is, we've got the bloom. Creations are realised. This is the right time to harvest and celebrate. So this is the right time for this to bloom. It's like maybe in the past they've thought it's not the right time for change. They may even be trying to tell themselves that now, but it is the right time for change. It's time to reap the harvest. It's time to celebrate. It's time for them to realise that they can be happy. And that's why we've got the morning dew. It says clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So they're starting to see a way forward now. Whereas they may have not been able to see one before. It's right there. They're being guided to you, to this commitment with you, to be with you in a relationship. And we've got this energy of change coming in with the Eight of Scrolls because they're looking up for the answers. They're receiving guidance now. They know they want you in their life as their companion. And they know they want that because they're becoming stronger, wiser, more in control. They're being given the keys to end their old life, to start their new life. They're being shown the way through timings. It's time to make a decision. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to come out of the darkness. And they've been going through a big heart activation to make this happen. So I'm seeing this as healing occurring for this big change. They are coming out of the darkness. They're ending cycles. They know what they need to do. So the energy around the connection itself, and we've got a few cards here, is, look at this, divine union. This is what you're moving towards. It says, this is a beautiful soul bond. And it's based in raising your vibration and frequency in this lifetime. It's a connection of self-mastery. And that's what it is. They have to master the power within them to speak up for themselves, choose to be happy, choose themselves, and move into a relationship with you. You have to choose to let go of all the fear and stress around allowing them to do that. And you have to learn to value yourself enough to know your own worth, to stop chasing, and to be at ease with where you are, and to recognize the divinity within your own self. It's a connection of self-mastery. It will challenge you in deeply humbling and often painful ways to enable you to evolve outside of your comfort zone. And that's exactly what you both go through. You both have to step out of your comfort zone. You in emotional ways, them in physical ways. This soul has deep love for you. And their soul has deep love for you. It's reminded their soul, you are one soul. And there is a controlled, and they give me the word controlled, contract in place to assist both of you into spiritual evolution. So saying it's a controlled contract. In other words, there's no getting away from it. It's controlled by God, okay? You've made this choice before you came to do this, so you've got to follow through on it. So seek higher vision in love when you're in lower energies. Focus on the love and this connection, and you'll remember that separation is an illusion. Separation is an illusion. It's also preparation for what's next. We've got power surge. Power surge, you're going to feel the power. You're going to feel things surging forward happening. There may even be power surges. So it may affect your electricity. There could be earthquakes going on, or things to do with natural disasters. You may even see them. So if you're not experiencing that in your physical world, hopefully you don't. You've seen them in films or shows or other signs that things are moving forward and shifting. Things could blow. You could have blowing lights. Light bulbs could be blowing. Or you could have a surge of power that messes something up. Okay, so you have stepped into your power, both of you, and you are completing a cycle in power. So this is a big message again about these changes. Finding the power to make changes. It says reclaiming your power is a major spiritual achievement, and you have recently broken the cycle of giving your power away. So you're learning how to stop giving your power away to your twin, to karmic people, to anything not serving you. This could have been through a toxic dynamic such as an empath and a narcissist. Now, I don't personally agree with the label narcissist because the angels tell me that everything is love or fear. So don't label it. Everyone is going through something, and they're either operating in love or fear. Being an empath is a gift. It's a sensitive energy. It says you found your power centre and stood your ground. Settling for less is not an option, and you are open to a healed and equal partnership. So this is a huge message about coming into union here. We've got luminous. And they see you, divine feminine. They see your luminosity. They see your light. They see your beauty, your grace, your power. You are luminous. And when they're with you, guess what? They're luminous too. No matter what you've been through or how you've been broken, you may feel you have light within you that can heal the deepest of wounds. So your light can heal. The light you have within you, the light you receive from heaven. Your strength and your courage will transmute the projections of others into your greatest version, into your greatest victory. Focus on your fortitude and remain determined to blossom despite the dark storms of your life. So you've been through the dark storms. Guess what? You're coming out the other side. This is huge today. Your light is shining out of you. It's guiding them home. It's giving them power. It's helping them to break cycles and make changes, to give each other a second chance, and that takes courage. It takes courage to start again. So the second chance I'm feeling with them is that they are going to give themselves a second chance at happiness. They're going to break free of their karmic cycles. They're going to start again. For some of you, it could be a second marriage. So, for example, if they're in a marriage, they're going to release that and they're going to marry you because it's a second chance at happiness. For some of you, you have to have courage to give them another chance, a second chance or a 53rd chance. But it's coming in. It says it's time to take action. Courage is needed as you move forward in your dreams of having a healthy, reciprocated relationship. It's safe to express yourself and be honest with your desires and needs at this time. Someone will have to make a move in order to get the ball rolling. Be open to receiving and giving love in balanced harmony. Make a move. They're going to make a move to ask you for a second chance. And you've got to be brave enough to give them one. Someone desires for a clean slate or a second chance. This is the opportunity to clear toxic lies as they have been illuminated and processed. Wow. This is a big message of change here. You couldn't get a better message coming in today as we prepare for this new moon. Change is possible based on each particle and each person's willingness to let go of the past and burdens and fear in their hearts. Maturity has been acquired in matters of the heart, and a new beginning is available with honesty, truth, and healing through love. Wow. And I said the other day that was one of the most powerful readings I've ever done. This is one of the most powerful readings that I've got coming through here, because this is a real sign of union and change and power. So the energy around the connection is whispers of Mother Earth. So you're both receiving intuitive guidance, whispers from the heart, whispers from the soul, whispers from heaven, knowing what to do, knowing how to move forward, and also reminding you of your mission, that you are here to channel information either through writing things, expressing yourself through your voice, creativity, the ideas you receive. You are an artist and a master of your own life. And the wild roses, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, be untamed. Move forward towards this love. Don't be afraid anymore. And you have a right to joy, to peace, to sweetness of life, the rose without thorns. Remember, you never get a rose without thorns, which means you have to go through the struggles to get the beauty. And you have the right to joy. And this is them realising this. They're realising they have a right to be happy. They have a right to joy. They have a right to be in this love with you. And that's why the tiger is coming through here saying, be flexible and adaptable right now. Don't rush anything. Have confidence. There is an end of a cycle ahead. And the strength there. You're gaining the strength and courage, and so are they, to be able to step forward towards a new life. You're both gaining wisdom. You've got owls here. You're both gaining the wisdom to make the required changes. They are on their way. They are at this crossroads. They are coming to you. Coming in quick. Coming in quick to show you how they feel, to make the right decisions, to move things forward. You could be dealing with an Aries here, but this is the ram. The ram blasts things out of the way. The ram moves things forward. And that's exactly what's happening now. We've got the golden flower. Things are blooming. Temperance, patience. Have patience right now as things fall into place, as you build this solid foundation for the future, and as you create what you want to create. You are manifesting change right now. There's great things occurring. So you couldn't get a better reading today. Changes, desire, union. This passion is burning the soul. There's no denying it. There's no getting away from it. The universe wants you together, and this is all happening now. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.